Hello, everybody. Hold on, let me turn that off. Hi. Okay, what is going on with this? Hello. Hi. Let me go ahead and put on this music, and I want to check if my live stream is going on. Okay. Okay, it's on. Yay! Okay. Can you draw a Grace Peen from Princess Catch? Oh my goodness. Okay, Dancing in the Snow. Let me look. We have a request right in. Let me look. Grace Peen. Grace Peen. Oh, that's cute. Okay. Hi! This is what I'll be drawing, so yeah. Let me get my book out, my request book. This is my book I have all my requests in. So let me open it. Alright. I've had a lot of requests before. Okay, I need a pencil. Let me see so you guys can see this entire thing. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. Oh well, this page, we'll leave the page. Alright, so, Grace Peen Dancing in the Snow, okay. Sorry, doll with the guitar. Oh yeah, it is! This one. Yeah, I just got that. I just posted the video. Maybe, yeah, that's true. I can draw the doll that I just got. I'm gonna add a little Christmas hat instead of a tiara. Here she has a tiara, but I'm gonna add a Christmas hat. Yeah. Okay, let's make her look up, and then I'm gonna add little eye shines. A little heart nose. Yeah, eye highlights are so cute. I love it too. What have you been doing, Super 45 one? Like recently, have you been going on any trips for the Christmas? Hi, Drama Princess, welcome. Oh, okay. Listening to my new Walkman, cool. Alright, let me put some snow and like little marks so she's dancing. Some little snow falling down. I'm not gonna color any of these requests, by the way. Okay, you sent the link, good. Let's see. Alright, there's your request, Super 45 one. Grace Peen dancing in the snow. I'll hold it so you guys can see it. Yes, I'm glad you like it. Oh, my lights just fell. Let me tilt my phone upwards so you guys can see the lights. Oh my gosh. I had Sal hold them, but okay, hold on. There we go. Now you guys can see my decorations. Okay. Where? Oh my, what the? Okay, Daphne just fell off the shelf. Hold on. That's kind of weird. Alright, there goes Daphne. Okay, so what else should we draw today? Let's see. What else was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna be drawing and chatting, which I'm already chatting with you guys. I can read. Let me look up Christmas stories. Would you rather? Oh, we could do that. You had a Google Nest Hub before I found. Oh, cool. Yeah, let's do some Would You Rather, and then I'll read some Christmas stories. Would you rather Christmas? Okay, guys, you guys can ask me Would You Rathers too. And sorry, you guys, I haven't been responding to the chat because I've been looking up Christmas stories. And it's not delayed. I just haven't been looking at the chat. Okay, would you rather spend Christmas with a stranger or spend Christmas alone? You guys have got to answer that one. Would you rather eat candy canes for 1 week or potato chips? Potato chips! Candy canes for 1 week with a stranger. Yeah. Me too. Okay. Okay guys, would you rather decorate your home with white light or multicolored Christmas lights? There's this doll over here. Oh. White. Yeah, me too. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, so there's, oh my gosh. Hold on guys, I gotta fix this doll. Multicolored Christmas lights, they're so pretty. I don't know, I think I would do both. Because Christmas lights are just so pretty. Like every single color. I'm trying to fix this doll right now. She's bald. And she has a really pretty dress. This is one of the BJD dolls, so that's kind of more on the expensive side. It was not very. I think she was like maybe $50. I don't know, maybe 60. But she's one of the high quality ones. So I'm gonna try to get her hair back on because this is her hair. Okay, guys, would you rather have, hold on. Would you rather have green and red hair or blue and silver hair? That reminds me of one lyric from A Christmas Song, Blue, yeah. From A Christmas Song that says, and the blue and silver candles that would just match the hair in Grandma's wig. Blue and silver, yeah, it's so pretty. I would love that too. Okay, would you rather receive hot cocoa or a Christmas mug as a gift? Hot cocoa? Yeah, cool. Mug. Awesome. I don't know. With that one, I think I'd rather pick mug. Oh, no. Would you rather become a snowball fight champion or an ice skating veteran? Oh, don't worry. Hi. Welcome. Also, guys, I forgot to mention, the rules are in the description this time, so make sure to read those. Snowball fight champion. Yeah, me too. Would you rather give a store-bought gift or a handmade present to somebody? Okay, I just... Snowball champion. Yeah, I just fixed her hair. Store-bought? I would rather do handmade. The store-bought's probably easier. And it's fun to go shopping. Yeah, I can't make things well. Store-bought? Okay. Would you rather... Okay, let's see. Would you rather make Christmas lunch or Christmas dinner a tradition? I love these dolls' socks. Dinner if someone else is cooking, yeah. Christmas dinner, yeah, same. Oh my gosh, you guys. I just found this. Oh, it's kind of ripped. You're getting 3 presents to my sister. Oh my gosh, me too. I'm giving 3 presents to my brother. That's awesome. What are you getting her? Also, guys, I just found this New Jeans poster of Danielle and Hanny. I don't know. I always pronounce her name as Hanny. It's ripped though. Okay. Also, you guys, wait. Let me show you. Look at my Christmas lights. They're so pretty. They're green. I'm trying to find like a Christmas story that we can read because that was part of my plans. Okay, guys. I found a story. All right, let's go. As Eve sat on the park bench, she thought back to the recent events in her life. She had felt increasingly unhappy lately about her life. Earlier today, her mother had wanted her to take her shopping. Eve felt impatient with her mother and upon returning her home, refused to go to the house as her mother requested. Hold on. Let me show you guys my screen so you guys can also read the story with me. Okay, where am I? Where? Later, she had yet another argument with her daughter Katie. They always seemed to argue lately. Sam, her husband of 18 years, just seemed not to care about how much she still had to get done for Christmas and how hard things were for her. Finally, she had left the house, saying she needed to go to the grocery store. She had stopped by a grocery store, but found her patience tried by a little old woman in front of her who had only a few things, but ended up having to take back one more of the cans of soup because she didn't have enough money with her. Finally, Eve left the store driven around for a while, feeling drove around for a while. I don't know. Feeling troubled, angry, and weary, she muttered a prayer heavenward. I just wish you cared enough to help. I wish you would help me. It was the first prayer of any sort that she'd offered in a long time. The only help she had received was that her car quit, and she was stuck in who knew where. After a while, she had gotten out of the car and ended up on a strange road called Miracle Lane, which luckily had a park bench that she could rest on, and also had a beautiful Christmas village with lots of lights. "Oh, you're all right," a voice brought Eve back to the present, and she looked up startled. Smiling before her was the most delightful-looking elderly woman she had ever seen. Eve hesitated. "Well, yes, my car quit on me. It's down the block there, and I just came to get some help," the woman said. "There's a public phone on the other side of the park, on the other far side of the park. I'll show you where it is, and you'll have a chance to walk through this wonderful Christmas village of ours. I would hate for you to simply scurry away. Everyone needs to visit here occasionally. It's magic, you know." Eve chuckled. "Magic?" she said, standing up slowly. "It is, you'll see," whispered the old woman. The old woman took one step forward, then spun around backwards. "Oh, where are my matters? My name's Mary, with an E and 2 R's. She reached out and shook Eve's hand. "What's your name?" Eve." The two women began walking slowly down a glowing pathway. "This place is really something. I can't believe I've never heard of you before," Eve began. "We don't publicize. Don't misunderstand. We want everyone to see our park, but they come to us on our terms. It's quite simple." "Oh, here you must see the little row of shops. They're wonderful." Mary suddenly brought their walk to a halt in front of a miniature cluster of old-fashioned storefronts. The entire setting was aglow with the warmth of the season, and Eve laughed aloud at the joyful throng of shiny shoppers. Died in the silence for a time. Then, ever so slowly, she took one step back and away from Eve. It was then that Eve spotted one little doll-like figure trudging warily down the small sidewalk. Eve looked hard, her eyes widening, as the bright and cheerful scene dimmed and the pace of the other dolls steadily slowed to stopping. It was the only one that moved on, burdened by age and carrying one small sack. Eve watched, hardly breathing, as the little doll figure, her scarf covered head drooping, painfully climbed the long flight of steps up the side of a miniature pastry shop. She slipped inside through a doorway marked only by a bare bulb. It was the red scarf that brought recognition. "The old lady from the grocery store," Eve cried out, her words shattering the night stillness as she spun around to face Mary. "What is this?" she demanded. "There's a typo right there." "Just keep watching," Mary said. She raised her hand and pointed towards the little window above the pastry shop. Eve turned again to watch. Through the curtainless window, she saw the meager apartment of an old woman. The cat curled itself affectionately around the woman's leg as she opened a can and scooped out a portion of her food to her little companion. Then the woman sat wearily down to her own meal, one-day-old roll. Eve's heart was about to break. "She's the old woman I saw earlier in the grocery store. I wish that she put back her can of soup," Eve hung her head and whispered. "I could have paid for that easily. It even crossed my mind, but I didn't do it. I just let her walk away." Eve glanced again at the bleak little window. "Is it shame I'm supposed to feel because I do more than you can know? Is that it?" Mary placed a tender hand on Eve's arm. "There are other things you might learn here, Eve. Perhaps you've experienced them all. You will understand." Eve walked on Mary's side in solemn silence. "We're almost there," Mary said as they approached what appeared to be a row of little houses. They were strangely familiar. This was the street in which she had spent her childhood. They stopped in front of an exact duplication of Eve's parents' home. Now her mother's alone. A little doll turned and slowly entered the house, closing the front door behind her. At that moment, Eve could clearly see as the little doll now moved through the living room and towards the back of the house. The doll now in Eve's old bedroom picked up a beautifully made quilt and placed it inside a large box. The quilt is exquisite, constructed in Eve's own favorite colors. The little figure then sat down, took a notebook, and began to write. "Dear Steve, I wanted so much to give you this today. I've been working on it in the basement for quite some time. I know it's just a few days before Christmas, but I wanted this to be more than merely a Christmas present to you. I want this to be a very special gift, to say thank you for the most grateful mother to a truly wonderful daughter, for all you have done for me. I'm so blessed to have you in my life. With all my love, Mother. Eve stood motionless. That was the reason she wanted me to come inside today. The sense of her love for her mother was overwhelming, and she had pushed it inside time and time again these last many months. Oh, at that moment she wished she could fly to her mother's arms and embrace her with tears and pleadings for forgiveness. She turned again to Mary, her eyes filled with remorse. Oftentimes, those things which we feel to be the most burdensome are the reality of making life's greatest blessings. Blessings, Mary said solemnly. I wish so much I had gone inside, Eve sobbed. A life is full of such wishes, my dear. Mary drew close to her new friend. It is those we turn from mere wish to moments of action that bear the fruits of tomorrow's joy. Eve was learning. She asked humbly, what is ahead? Somehow, though, she knew what would be seen next. She nodded her head as they stepped again. It was our own home. The house, too, stood as a perfect model in every detail. As before, Eve was able to see inside. A light moved up the stairs and into Kate's room, where her daughter was laying on her bed. Eve moved closer and saw Kate's shoulders quivering in wrenching sobs. A sudden rush of compassion swept across her heart, and she could actually hear and feel Kate's thoughts. Their stormy relationship was tearing the young girl apart. There were moments in her life that she wanted to share with her mother, but the wall of misunderstanding between them would not allow it. Feelings of being unloved overshadowed every sense of self-worth. Oh, Katie, I'm so sorry. Eve spoke words that she wanted to say so often, but pride had kept her heart close to the tender needs of this cherished daughter. Now Eve watched and listened, her own heart breaking. The glow in Kate's room dimmed and moved on to find Sam. He was in the kitchen. Oh no, Eve exclaimed, unbeknownst to Eve. Sam had spent a long time in deep thought regarding his wife and chosen a plan of action. He would make a banana cake to help with her Christmas baking. The mess was of epic proportions. A dusting of white was the prevalent color of the room. Mary, Eve spun around. Look, she cried in delight. Mary stepped up to review the scene to herself. Oh, my dear. Bit of a mess, but isn't it grand? Mary placed her hand on Eve's shoulder. He's a good man, Eve. You're one of the lucky ones. Eve paused. Yes, I am. Oh, Mary, I've been so foolish. Perhaps, but mostly you simply have been empty, my dear. You've simply wanted desperately to feel love again, but life has been getting in the way. This day you've had at least 4 opportunities to love and to feel love, but you turned away from each one because you've been empty, bogged down in a mire of incredible despair. How do you know this? There's much we know about you, Eve. You're not so different. There are millions like you. You simply need to be filled with love, a special kind of love. She paused down and looked towards the center of the park. Up ahead, you'll see for yourself, then you will know. I know, it's so sweet. The glow ahead was intense. As they drew nearer, the music stilled, leaving only the sweet sound of a mother's tongue lullaby. The peace of this moment was incredible as to eternity itself. There ahead, in life, Eve saw before her the nativity of the Lord. It was simple and glorious beyond words. She reverently knew upon the warm, soft glazing her tears. Oh my gosh, wait, there's a nativity scene. Oh my, Eve whispered through tears of overwhelming joy as she fixed her vision upon him, her Lord and Savior. Oh, okay, so she's religious. For a golden moment, the words Eve knows paused, bathed in a flood of immeasurably peace. For there was now Eve with the knowledge that combined the events of the world man could not hold with the slightest shred of importance which compared to the reality of serious music upon earth. Eve wept openly, for now she understood, as never before, the reality of his divine love for her. It filled all the empty spaces she had bought with her dear village. Taking Mary's hands, Eve rose. It is him, Eve said, looking once again at the manger. It's the trick I needed now. Is love that I confused? Eve paused for a moment. Oh, Mary, can I ever be forgiven? She whimpered. Certainly, he knows so well. He knows how we mortals try so often to go it alone on this trail of life. However, it's a path that impossible to travel alone. When we learn this or join our sojourn, regardless of what occurs, we are all to him and our Father. We're asked to remember him and his love always. Can you do that, Eve? I can. I will. Go on, my dear. May your Christmas be his Christmas this night and always. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Eve said, looking one last time at the face of Mary, smiling and loving back at her. Then Eve turned and walked slowly towards the park entrance. It was now time for looking ahead. Her first visit would be a tight-knit apartment whose needful attendant would receive a new friend as well the best Christmas of a life. Next, an aging mother's hand would feel the warm and tender kisses of her grown child's lips, and tears of gratitude would bind mother and daughter together as a healing balm. After that, a daughter awaited one that can wait no longer, and know who this night would. She was cherished, wished, and loved beyond measure. Finally, there was Sam. With each step Eve knew more certainly that she would spend a lifetime beyond his side, and she would pray for him as much time as she was needed to be worthy of this extraordinary man. Mary's words lingered within her heart, and Eve's sense of freedom, of strength that she'd never known before. Always remember the love. Lights of Christmas Village burned especially bright, and that night, one more visitor had been touched by its miracle, and certainly by the wonder of his love. The effects were sweet and gently and would last forever. That's great. That's just wonderful. Okay. I do like the doll concept. That was really neat. That was very neat. All right, let me draw the guitar request. Hold on. Let me find their page. Yeah, it was beautiful. Super cute. I have this thing. So I write differently, and this thing I got because I was trying to write like they were like write normally, but you know what? Let me just yeah, I'm taking that off. I don't get it. Okay. Anyway, guitar, yes. I'm gonna draw. I know that's not like a guitar, but I'm gonna draw the ukulele. I just released a song with a ukulele. Oh, no, I didn't release it yet. I'm working on it. I don't know if I'm ever gonna release it though. All right, there's your guitar. Right, let me. Hold on, I'm texting my bestie. 1 second. Okay. What should we do, guys? Should we do a would you rather? Would you rather, let's see, would you rather get, oh wait, no. Would you rather would you rather have it, okay guys, let's start on the would you rathers again. Would you ever have a job wrapping gifts at a mall or be a mall Santa and make children happy? Which one would you guys do? I would rather wrap gifts at a mall. What's the first Christmas you remember? Oh, why did this show? Okay. That's a good question. Wrap gifts at a mall for me. Yeah, cool. For you? Cool. The first Christmas I remember. Oh, let's see. 1 second. Favorite gift. Oh, let's see. Let's see, I'll answer those questions. So for the first Christmas I remember was, I think it was like 2015, which is really weird because I should remember more than that. But for some reason, that's like the first Christmas I really can think about right now. I'm sure if I really thought about it, I could remember way more. But it's like I wasn't born in 2015. Let's see. It was, yeah, the first Christmas that I really remembered, now thinking about it, so whenever I got like this kitchen set that I really loved, I had to give it away, but yes. Favorite gift. I think my favorite gift so far, okay, my favorite gift for Christmas has been this, you guys all know bubblegum probably, but it was her. She's my favorite. She is my favorite gift. I got her for Christmas a few years ago, and I just love her so much. Christmas is in 5 days, guys. What are you guys doing for Christmas? Oh, what's your New Year resolution? I didn't even see that. Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. It's a good question. I think. Oh, 5 people watching right now. Hi. If you guys are here, please say something in the. I think my New Year resolution is to try to be more calm. I really want to stop having panic attacks. I have panic attacks like every single week, and I just really want to try to calm down in situations where a panic attack is not necessary. It's really hard, but I'm gonna try. I like this sun. I'll take a picture of it so I remember. It's called Glistening Snow. Bum 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 bum. Thank you, Super 45-1. Thank you. What's your New Year resolution? What do you want to do for the New Year? Have a better life. That is perfect. You know, me too. That is a great resolution. Yeah, and you can do it too. What are you guys doing for Christmas this year? Are you opening presents? Yeah, of course. Are you opening presents? Going to a family party? Accessories for my Switch 2. Awesome! What accessories? an eShop card and a micro SD EX card. Awesome! That is so cool. Let's see, what do I want for Christmas? I want a Barbie airplane. I do really want that. I also want like a lot of certain dolls and certain clothes. There's a lot of stuff, yeah. Barbie airplane's my number one. Do I want to draw something? Let's see. I'm gonna look if I have anything that I haven't finished. Maybe on my iPad. I brought my sketchbook up here, but I think my iPad will be better. Maybe there's something I haven't finished. Let me look. Also, this is a cute little Christmas decoration. I got a good idea. Okay, so I said more, plus more. I'm gonna be making a Vroid VTuber Christmassy one. Would you guys be interested in buying my VTuber? Like, do you guys do VTubing? Would you guys be interested in buying my VTuber on Etsy? I just want to know. You guys that do VTubing, would any of you be interested in buying something from me on Etsy, like a VTuber? Let's see, which face do I want to start out with? Let's zoom up so I can see. I'm gonna start with that base, maybe? Oh, that's a cute base. Look at that! Ah! Okay. Calming down. I have a custom skin that I just made, which is this one. I'm not sure what that is right there. Maybe it's part of the nose. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Weird. I'm gonna make the dark color a little lighter, darker, like that. Maybe a warmer tone. There we go. Let's see. I think that eyeliner is perfect. I want to make some irises. These are the irises. Are these the scleras? Let's see. Oh yeah, that's the sclera. Okay. I'm gonna make her eyes green. I think that'll be pretty. I'm gonna kind of go over this. Dark green. And then a black for the middle. These are my highlights. Kind of blur. Ah. It's gonna kind of blur the edges. Okay, looks okay. The side's a little bit wonky. I'm gonna kind of. How's that look? Yeah, I think that looks cute. All right, let me get a white. I have an ideas. You have a Grace P and Kitty P Plus with me watching this. Awesome! Say hello to them for me. I'm drawing a little candy cane. Oh no, that's the eraser. Okay. Make like the red stripes. Nice. They both said hi, awesome, hello. All right, there's one. That looks very cute. Now the other one. I don't want it to just be like a floating candy cane because that's kind of weird. So maybe on the other side, 1 second. Okay, let's see. You can just chat now. I'm gonna be working on the VTuber over here. Hold on, off screen. Okay. Let us see. This is how she's going right now. These are the eyes with the candy canes inside. I actually think it looks fine. I'm gonna work on the eye highlights, and then I'll show you guys. Okay, I'm working on her eye highlights. I think I'm gonna put a miniature Christmas tree. Maybe a star. The star looks cuter. Hold on, I'll show you guys in a second. Alright, let me show you guys. That's how it's looking with the eye highlights. So I'm gonna overwrite. Let's see, for her hair, I think actually her face is perfect right now. What's your favorite animal? I like seals. They seals, let's see, red pandas, kitties. What about you? I'm gonna pick a preset here. Ooh, let's see. Ah, dang it. Well, that's how far I got. But my phone is gonna die, so I'm gonna see you guys. Bye-bye. Thank you guys all for coming. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Seals and fat cats. Yeah, me too. Bye. Oh, ow. What are you doing? Well, I gotta go eat. Bye. Bye, everybody. My phone's gonna die, so bye. Merry Christmas and happy holidays again. Bye. Hope you guys get a lot of presents. Bye. Watch my